Welcome to this Made for Success Studios production. The audio you are listening to is designed to give you hours of entertainment. Now sit back and relax as our featured story begins.
St. George for England, A Tale of Cressy and Poitiers by George Alfred Henty. Chapter 1. A Wayfarer. It was a bitterly cold night in the month of November, 1330. The rain was pouring heavily when a woman with child in her arms entered the little village of Suffolk. She had evidently come from a distance, for her dress was travel-stained and muddy. She tottered rather than walked, and when, upon her arrival at the gateway on the southern side of London Bridge, she found that the hour was past and the gates closed for the night, she leant against the wall with a faint groan of exhaustion and disappointment. After remaining as if in doubt for some time, she feebly made her way into the village. Here were many houses of entertainment, for travelers like herself often arrived too late to enter the gates and had to abide outside for the night. Moreover, house rent was dear within the walls of the crowded city, and many, whose business brought them to town, found it cheaper to take up their abode in the quiet hostels of Suffolk, rather than to stay in the more expensive inns within the walls. The lights came out brightly from many of the casements, with sounds of boisterous songs and laughter. The woman passed these without a pause. Presently she stopped before a cottage, from which a feeble light alone showed that it was tenanted. She knocked at the door. It was opened by a pleasant-faced man of some 30 years old. "What is it?" he asked. "I am a wayfarer," the woman answered feebly. "Canst take me and my child in for the night?" "You have made a mistake," the man said. "This is no inn. Further up the road there are plenty of places where you can find such accommodations as you lack." "I have passed them," the woman said, "but all seemed full of roisterers. I am wet and weary, and my strength is nigh spent. I can pay thee, good fellow, and I pray you, as a Christian, to let me come in and sleep before your fire for the night. When the gates are open in the morning I will go, for I have a friend within the city who will, methinks, receive me." The tone of voice and the addressing of himself as good fellow at once convinced the man that the woman before him was no common wayfarer. "Come in," he said. "Jacquerie Ward is not a man to shut his doors in a woman's face on a night like this."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?